Hello and welcome back to another edition of Trogly's Guitars. Today we have one of my favorite guitars that I've been lucky enough to own a few of these. This is an aftermarket hard shell case. It's an alright case. It's nothing to write home about, but at the same time, it's also good enough to protect your investment here. It only has 3 latches, 1, 2, and a third one over here. And there is a little bit of a dent in here. However, I mean, you can't really push on it. It's just kind of there. But inside is a 1974 Gibson SG Standard. The 74 SG Standard was one of the first vintage guitars, well, semi-vintage anyways, that I've ever owned, and every single one of these always has something very special about it. The thing that's really unique about these guitars is their necks. The nut feels much shorter in length than a standard Gibson, so fingering your chords is a lot easier up here. And they have this really rounded neck. And once you get up here to the 12th fret, it starts off as more as a medium profile, but then it goes into a fat 50s up here, which is great for classic rock guitar soloing. I mean, there's a reason why the mid-70s SGs are so sought after for guitar players. Plus, they're relatively affordable yet. So this one is a very little modifications guitar. Just one move strap button, everything else is looking good. So let's take a closer look here. It's obviously been played. It has wear associated with a guitar of this age. So let's take a look here. Headstock is in good shape. As you can see, there are some scratches here and there. A little bit of hazing, but nothing too bad. Once again, as I said, it's a little bit less of a nut width on this guitar, and it really feels good. Now there is even fret wear up and down the neck. So yes, there is fret wear on all the frets. In my experience of playing this guitar, it has absolutely no effect on the playability as of right now. However, in the future, if you'd like to get these leveled and crowned, you could definitely do that, because there's quite a bit of meat left, I would say, on these guys. Some of the other 74 SG standards I've had much lower frets. Now, some of the previous standards I've had, some of the owners will route things out under the pick guard for switches and whatnot. I went ahead and checked for that on this one. There's nothing under there except for really gorgeous wood. You'll have to take a look at the pictures, but imagine this wave-like grain pattern, but underneath there. It actually looks really cool, and it's pretty tempting just to leave it off. Got your original lightly aged knobs there, which look great. As you can see, there are scratches here and there. Well, everywhere basically. But you have this gorgeous wood grain under here. And there's, once again, a more major ding there, as well as some scratches from being played. But a gorgeous wood grain under this. And even a little bit of, I don't really know the exact term for it, but I call it flame, but without the lines, where it kind of changes color depending on the angle you have it, from darker to lighter. So this is a really nice piece of mahogany, pieces of mahogany, that they used on this guitar. The back is a 3-piece mahogany neck. Now with early to mid 70s serial numbers, they're not very helpful. However, the pot codes date this one to 74. So anywhere from 72 to 75 is fairly accurate. I guess one thing I'm noticing here right now is there is a little bit of finish checking stemming from that screw. Nothing uncommon or anything to cause you any concern. A little bit of wear and tear around the headstock. However, no cracks, breaks, or repairs on this one. Still in great shape. No major nicks or dings here on the neck. I mean, you got a little bit of wear, but nothing too bad. And on the back, you do have some buckle wear. However, none of it breaks through the finish, so it's all very honest, well taken care of wear. You can see as it shows up here in the lighting that, I mean, it's all over. I mean, this guitar was played, but definitely not abused. The electronics in there are untouched. That's great. So the only modification on this guitar is it looks like the Strat button, original one, broke off in there somehow, and then they moved it over here. So besides that, it is a phenomenal guitar here, and the new owner will be really lucky. As always, you can contact me on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Troglys, Trogoys. That's where we can discuss my best price available, as well as answer any questions you may have. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.